Welcome to the VIP section.
J baby,
Cock on that contract. That's the level where I'm at. I'm not talking about how do you get to the bag. I'm saying once the bag is presented, my humble opinion is that it's
activities, and the community center was always open, so it was baseball, football, fucking table, like, you know what I mean, just a bunch of things for you to do. So
AI, so AI and Steph just played against each other in the Garden.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Georgetown won. So,
yes.
so they call him
now. No, coming up playing Kenny Anderson, Pookie Wilson. These are the guys that Sham named. This was last week.
Yeah. They used to end school early at 2 o'clock.
That's crazy.
So everybody could go home. And whoever was staying was basically the ones that was basically going to be at the basketball game. So, the rivalries was crazy back then. You know what I mean?
Yo, when I was coaching at Roosevelt, they had the blackout games. Like, only coaches and press could go. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yo, I remember, man, shout out to my bro 25, right? So 25 is running around in the streets. You right? I'm dark skinned, 25 dark skinned. So they think I'm 25.
Y'all about to say, because y'all had the same escrow at that time.
We got the same nose. So 5 is running around Yonkers, sticking the boys up, beating them up. They thinking 5 is me. So we get the wire. Yo, we go play in Roosevelt. We go play in Yonkers. Yo, I'm walking to the Yonkers game. Paul Blunt, am I lying, Paul? I got the police with me. Walking in, and the assistant principal, Dowhoff, with his little gun on him, walking me in. Because dudes is like, yo, we gonna get you. They thinking I'm 2'5", yo. So,
that's crazy.
And I'm balling, and I'm killing them, and they think I'm 5. And these dudes think I'm 2'5". Real talk.
Yeah.
Word.
Yo, okay, so you got mad questions,
yeah.
but we're gonna get back to the interview. We're gonna get all the questions in. You got about 8 questions in here, bro.
All right,
they loving you tonight. Shout out to everybody in the building. This is definitely a goodie. But we gotta get the interview rolling. Okay, so now back to Bob Semino.
Yeah.
So you're 11th grade, 10th grade, you enter on the varsity team. So you figure around what grade and age did now they taking you back to the city.
Yeah.
So now you're going back to Riverside, right?
Yeah, I started off. I went back down. So I started. I pretty much left. I think Riverside stole me from young. I think everybody transitions. Especially when you're younger. It's like I think Mr. Thompson kind of like started backing up a little bit. He was dealing with the younger players. You know what I mean?
Right.
He wasn't dealing with the kids, the high school kids. He was pretty much dealing with the younger guys, like your brother and them. So they was probably like 9, 10, 11, 12. So now I'm 15 now, 14, 15. So now I started going down playing for Riverside, So I started playing in Riverside. So I'm in high school, so I'm still juggling.
So you connected back with Durham?
I'm still, yeah. Durham wasn't there. Mr. Ed was there.
Gotcha.
Mr. Ed was our coach. So Durham was still with Young Life at the time.
Yeah, tall, light-skinned Ed.
No, Mr. Ed he's a referee. You know what I mean? You talking about Coach Mike with the big head, light skin?
Are you talking about Mike McElwee? No, not him.
Yeah, so no, we have Mr. Ed, but make a long story short, so in high school now, so now I'm still juggling between. Now it's like football 1, basketball, and baseball. Because
you still playing all 3 at this time?
Yeah, I played all 3. But now I'm really getting disinterested in baseball because baseball is starting to get whack now. It's starting to get corny. You know what I mean? But I've been doing it for so long, so it became easy. And then so I'm playing on the high school team, and I'm playing. So now I'm starting to. Everybody else all my baseball comrades, all my dudes, my best Charla, Dana, and all these guys, they kept playing. They didn't play basketball. They just playing baseball and football. So they're getting better and better, and I'm getting worse.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. I'm taking that to the back burner. So now I'm focusing on basketball. It was basically football and basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in ninth grade, 10th grade. I'm playing JV football, playing. You know, I'm doing my thing. You know, and I'm playing the Riverside Church, and you know that's what Reg was talking about. You know, we played together. So now Reg is down there, but Reg played up. You know what I mean? Reg, I'm a year older than Reggie. You know what I'm saying? So Reggie's playing, and we're traveling at 14. You know what I'm saying? 13, 14. We going to Texas. You know what I mean? The AAU tournaments. It was called BCI down there. Now we played for Mr. Lurch wasn't Lurch never coached me.
So wait, so hold on. Riverside Church at this time was just owned by the church.
Was owned by Mr. Lurch, yeah, but he's had coaches though.
Gotcha.
And one of the coaches was Mr. Ed. You know what I mean? Mr. Edwards. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Ed was our coach. You know what I mean? Mr. Lurch coached the older kids. You know what I mean? So he pretty much had us. You know, so now I am at this time. I think I'm like 13, 14. We was in Lubbock, Texas. Like we did the Lubbock, Texas. I'm 13 years old, bro. Like 13, 14. And we traveling across the country. You know what I'm saying? So
crazy.
We're doing this at a young age. You know what I mean? And it was so much different back then because you wasn't dealing with all the stuff in the world that's going on right now. You know what I mean? Your parents could send you places. You know what I'm saying? And you would be all right. But at 13, 14, I was already in Arizona. I was already getting buckets in Texas, getting buckets in Arizona, getting buckets in California. You know what I'm saying? Going down to Orlando, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Making a name for myself. So every time we went somewhere, we started knowing, you know, who those guys were that were your age that you would play against in tournaments around the country. So
now, who do you remember playing against?
I remember playing against everybody, man. I remember playing against Jalen Rose. I remember playing against Weber. I remember playing against all those dudes. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing was, I was getting bucket. I was balling. Everywhere we went, I was getting it. So now we transitioning up to, okay, I'm coming into my junior year. So I'm like, damn, I'm really taking this thing serious. It's really working for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting a little bit taller, get a little bit stronger. The athleticism is coming into play. You know what I'm saying? Still playing football. So I'm still doing the things I'm love. But what I'm not doing, which is the most important part, taking care of school. I'm just running around, just playing sports here, going here, playing sports here, playing sports here. Then when it's time to come to school, I'm just doing enough barely to get over. You know what I mean? And to keep it real, my football coach brought me to the side, Coach Perry, God bless him, and said, yo, my man, you're a great athlete and all that, but you got to take care of this work in school. You know what I mean? Because you just doing enough just barely to get by. That's not going to make it. So Marshall Reef is our head coach, the basketball coach. Reef is not talking to us about no grades. Reef, now myself, Pritchett, Dean. Dean is not there yet, but a couple of other players, you know, Derek Coleman, all those guys were playing. We never got any letters or any interest. Never made. I'm gonna talk about that too.
Shout out to Future in the building.
Yeah. So I never took care of none of that. You know what I mean? And but our coach did not. Yes, Future. My coach did not put that in our head. Our coach didn't tell us. You know, when you're young and you're running around, not saying it's his responsibility, but it is his responsibility.
Of course.
You're the teacher. You understand what I'm saying? You're the teacher. You're the one that's supposed to say, what's going on with this? Because what up, Dean? What up, Dana? So when you know that you have some possible interest in you outside of high school, that is going to motivate you to say, you know what, let me go ahead and do my work. Let me go ahead and do this. But if you're just looking around in the inner city and it's like, okay, this guy's over here, this guy's over here, I'm going to get enough just to get by, you're not going to put forth that extra effort. You know what I mean? That was just, I'm not going to say everybody's like that. That was me. You know what I mean? I'm doing enough just to be eligible to play, but not to take it to the next level because I wasn't thinking about it like that. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, yeah, I want to play. I wasn't saying, oh, I want to play at this time while I'm a sophomore and junior. I'm not saying, oh, I want to play here. I want to play at Louisville. I want to play at Pitt. I want to play. I wasn't on that. I wanted to go to Tennessee and play football. You know what I'm saying? And the guy that talked to me about my grades and all that was the football coach. You know, so from a basketball perspective, I wasn't even on it like that. You know what I mean? I was playing ball because I love the sport, I love to play, and I love baseball alone. But I was more so on trying to go to school and play football. Like I just explained to you. Where did I want to do? I wanted to go to Tennessee and play football for Tennessee. Still to this day, got the letters and everything from Tennessee for football. Never once played varsity football. You know what I'm saying? But I was that good, you know what I'm saying, in football because I was athletic that they already knew me and the coach already had put me in position. But my basketball coach didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between Semino, Tony Ferrantino, and the coach that we had. You know what I mean? He didn't have that better interest in us as student athletes. He just had the interest in us as basketball just athletes, not the student component. You know what I mean? It comes, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Hector in the building.
Yo, did you play Pop Warner football in Mount Vernon?
Did I do what?
Did you play Pop Warner football in Mount Vernon?
Yeah, I played Pop Warner. That was it. I played Razorbacks. I did all that. I was the quarterback. I played quarterback. I played safety. And I'm gonna give you. We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. I know you beat
the East Blue Devils.
Yeah, I played against each other. I used to kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was getting busy and like, come on now, like that was my thing. Like that was it. It wasn't nothing else. You know what I mean? I played safety. I was the quarterback. I was the safety. I played running back. I played receiver. I played everything. Wherever we needed a touchdown or we needed something to happen, that's where the coach would put me, so we can make it happen. You know?
Check this out. Shane, the dribble machine, said, "Do you remember when I gave you the pass and you dunked on DeWitt, RP, and you knocked his teeth out?" Shane, crazy.
Shane is the illest. Shane is the illest ever. Shane got the illest stories, yo. Shane got the illest stories, but yeah. I didn't know I knocked his teeth out. I know he threw me the crazy yo, Shane, that's later on, you know. We can fast forward it, but like Shane had me tell him what happened your first play. I don't know. Tell him what happened your first.
Oh, they loving you tonight. The questions is crazy.
Yo, nah. So just moving on. So getting into high school and all that. So I become, you know, so now my senior year becomes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm becoming a senior now in high school. You know, we're going to fast forward a little bit and go to the
let's level. Get it popping. Definitely.
Yeah. So we do what we do. And I have a great junior year. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing with Riverside. Now I'm going over to the Gauchos, you know what I mean? And I'm doing all that. And my senior year, my pops was like, yo, nah, we not playing football. I'm like, what? Nah, we not playing football. Killed me. Okay, went along with pops, you know what I'm saying? Only played basketball. Wound up winning the state championship. Yeah, so win the state championship. You know what I mean? Go 29-0. Beat St. Raymond's. We go down to Virginia. We beat everybody down there. You know, my man Colin Johnson comes on the team from All Hallows. He transfers over. Shout out to CO. Dean comes over from Iona College. We got Big Dave. We got Paul. We got CB. We got everything. 1991 state champions, ranked number 7th in the country and the federation. We didn't just win the state. We won the federation. We beat Lincoln. We beat St. Ray's. We beat everybody. You know, so when you win the public school state championship, then you go over and play in the federation. So you play against the New York City schools, the Catholic schools, the private schools, charter schools, whatever school it was. You go play them. Smacked everybody. Go to the federation. I win MVP in the federation. You know what I'm saying?
Out there, my man Hella Boy Bombay. So, okay, so that's what I wanted to get to. Now, let's talk on this federation game. Y'all beat St. Ray's, right?
Beat St. Ray's. Losing
that's
by
with
17.
Terrence Frencher. That's
Terrence
with all
Frencher.
the killers on there, right?
All of Division I players.
Let's talk about that game. How did that game start to end? Let's get it.
St. Ray's, now you know, we all played with each other, whether it was Riverside or it was the Gauchos. So we all knew each other. So we down 17. You right, Paul. We down 17 at halftime. They smacking us. I mean, like everything we doing, we trying to hit shit. You know what I mean? We trying to hit shit. We can't even get it right. We can't make no shots. Everything in and out. They smacking us. They talking shit. Everything. You know? Coach goes into halftime. Coach Reef. Guys, you know, those are great players over there. We had a great season. Basically said the game was over.
Yeah.
I get up and sells CO, Paul, Bryant, the whole team. Yo, fuck coach, yo. We taking it to open gym. We going to play like we playing open gym.
Give him a bomb, so.
Screw that.
Like we play open gym.
We playing like we play open gym.
This crazy down here.
We playing like we playing open gym. We not running no plays. Don't listen to nothing coach is saying. We just rocking out. We gonna press. We got our own shit going on. We gonna do our own thing. Cause he basically gave up on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like he gave up on us.
That's a movie.
Like
That's
in the game.
movie right there.
Just like he gave up on us in the game. No, real talk. You know what I mean? I'm a coach now. I'm a father now. You know, I mentor kids. I understand as an educator. You know, I
gotta be into the kids. They all you got, really.
Yeah, so I didn't went and start teaching. So I'm in the same position that he was in. So you gave up on us. You understand what I'm saying? As you gave up on us as kids. You gave up on us as players.
As a mentor or just
as a mentor.
Yeah.
As our leader. You gave up on us. So we like fuck coach. I'm like fuck coach.
The coach supposed to go down with the ship.
We already lost in his mind. Feel me? He lost. We lost. I'm like, yo, nah, we ain't going out like that. We playing open gym right now. We came back from 17 and beat them niggas, yo. Word.
Crazy.
Foul. And Dean was getting busy. I ain't gonna front. Dean started getting busy. Yeah. Dean started getting busy. Collins started getting busy. You know what I'm saying? I was doing what I do. You know what I mean? Big Dave fouled out Orlando. You know,
shout out to Watson?
Colin Johnson.
Oh, because Colin Watson's not on your team at this time, right?
Yeah, Colin. He's a freshman. He's a freshman at the time.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. So, and we came back and we smacked them niggas, like, you know what I mean? So
after winning Federation, beating St. Raymond's, at this time you're flying through the air, dunking on people. Same Long Beach game at this time.
I don't have no college offers.
That was my next question.
I have no college offers. The only letter that I had, an interest that I had. Now, mind you. Yeah, right. Now, mind you, that summer before the season started, I'm at ABCD camp, Nike All-American camp. Get invited, top 50 players in the country. I'm one of the top 50 players. Myself and Dean Marshman is in that camp. It was called Nike ABCD camp.
Remember that?
It was in Princeton, New Jersey. My teammate, my big man, was Chris Webber.
Crazy.
I'm out there playing. You know who was there watching us play? Bob Cimino. Taking it all in. Coach Reef wasn't there. Coach Reef didn't come out there and watch. You got 2 players at ABCD camp, and you don't go.
Supposed to be in the mix, networking, talking to the coaches.
Everything. Gave us nothing. You feel me? Gave us nothing. So now I even need Dean. And I'm talking about Dean as well. Dean was an H student. You know? Dean got his offers playing through Riverside and going through Riverside and using his Riverside connections. The coach didn't do anything for us, but we also got to do things for ourselves as well. We always was put in a position, but if you have a coach to follow up, you know how many times coaches called that gym asking about the players, wanting to come to players? We never had. Malik Russell was there too. We was the state champs. The year before, we lost in the finals. You got a whole team coming back. We're already pre-ranked in the nation. You don't have no coaches in the stands. You don't have no college coaches in the stands.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean,
so because he wasn't about that, right? And so what happened was Lou Hill, God bless Lou Hill, he was at South Alabama. This is the same one that brought Isaiah Cousins to Oklahoma.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And it's always the hometown people. So Lou Hill recruited Dean because Dean was the one that had the grades. Reef didn't put nothing together for him. You know what I'm saying? So myself, Colin, Big Dave, we wasn't going to class. And I get it. We wasn't going to class. We wasn't doing anything. And you know what? The coach didn't care. The coach didn't care. He had a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He had an 8 to 6. So 8 o'clock in the morning, school start. We got practice at 3, 4, 5. You get home at 6 o'clock. You had an 8 to 5, brother. That's what he had. It wasn't. He didn't have no vetted interest in us. So we didn't get we didn't get the college people coming in to see us as we should have. Because like Cimino would do, a kid would go out, a kid would do work, a coach would call and talk about a kid. Whether he's a good in school or not good in school, the coach is going to let him know. Everyone in our class, everyone on our team wasn't bad, didn't do bad in school. Dean was an A student. No coaches came in to see Dean. You know what I mean? Now, Granted, we was assholes now. We was violent. We wasn't taking care of work. We wasn't taking care of what we were supposed to take care of in school. We definitely wasn't. But we didn't have no one else saying, yo, come on over here. Come over here, young boy. Come on, get your shit together. You know what I mean?
It's all about basketball.
Yeah, we just want to play ball. We walking around the halls. We don't want to do nothing. Real talk. Yo, my dude, and I ain't even going to, but I can say something now. I used to take one of the teachers' cars, bro. When I was in high school, I used to take the teacher. I used to go to the teacher's office. And I'm not gonna say the teacher's name. I used to go to the teacher's office, real talk. Go get her car. Walk out the building. Walk out the building and go to the store.
Crazy.
My son's calling. Hold on. Yeah. Can you see me? We good?
Yeah.
Yeah. And go wherever I wanted to go. Going to the employees' parking lot, getting her car, drive off.
Crazy.
We did what we wanted to do. Right. Because my man Lou was up there teaching at the time. He saw us. We did whatever we wanted, and nobody said anything to us. So it affected our recruiting. But at the end of the day, when you turn back, Shay, when you look at it, it has a positive ending because
It came out all right.
we came out all right.
But you
know
had
what I
to
mean?
figure it out on your own. So
We
this is
had
what I
to
wanted to
figure-
know.
We had to figure it out on our own, and it wasn't that guy. It wasn't our coach to do that. It was other people in the community that would say, "Yo, young bro, you got to go do this. You got to go do that." So I end up going to junior college. You know what I'm saying? So I end up going to junior college.
Yes, that's what I wanted to lead up to. So you went to junior college, right? So now you're getting letters from junior college?
Before we get to junior
No.
college, do you think
No, I'm
that's
not.
do you think that's why Semino was given a job at Mount Vernon? Because like Mount Vernon seemed like, yo, we got talent coming through here, and we need somebody who can handle this.
Yes and no. I think that Coach Reef was just overwhelmed, and I think he just was just interested. I think that he just took the job because it was just something for him to do. He didn't really love it. You know, he liked it. Semino was new to community.
Love the shit. He's still doing it.
Semino loved it from day one. You know, so Reef was totally different.
Okay, so
Yo, did you see that Mount Vernon? Did you see that football field that they just opened up like last week?
yeah.
all right, so
Football field Mount Vernon is
So-
crazy.
So I transition. I go to junior. I gotta go to the junior college room. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do all this shit to get out of school, get out of high school. I gotta do all this shit. So okay, cool. I figure it out. Through the coaches at the Gauchos, through the coaches at Riverside, through the people, you know, certain people that I know. Okay, let's figure this thing out. What happens is we get spoiled as athletes. And that is the mindset that we don't have to do anything but hoop. You're right.
big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you need someone to bring you back down to earth that cares, right? I feel the same way. But now
Right.
back to
So I got to go to junior college.
yes,
But junior college is not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad because it'll show you if this kid really wants to make it, or because when you go into college, now it's an option. You don't have to be in college. You can go get a job now. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to junior college, it weans out the guys who really want it, and it weans out the guys that they really don't want to take it to that level and take it to a certain level. And so just like Lou was saying that a guy came in and helped Dean and recruited Dean, Clive Vaughn, who was at Long Beach State from Mount Vernon, went to New Rochelle High School, made the phone call. He saw it. Got a school out here.
no, but wait, before we get there, I wanted to touch on. There was something that I saw on the internet that I never knew. That's why I wanted to know if you had other offers because I saw that you had got shot.
Right.
Is that coming home from junior college, like that summer or something?
Now I didn't get shot. I got shot twice.
Crazy. This is
I got
crazy.
shot. I got shot twice.
And another thing I want to ask: all of this was getting shot before getting to Long Beach.
This is all before going to Long Beach. Facts.
So how the hell were you still jumping like that?
Yo, the amazing staff and people out there in Utah was crazy. My rehab people was crazy. They got me back.
Yo,
and they got me back crazy and the crazy. This is.
so how did you get shot? Let's talk about that. And why?
All right. So I leave to go. I leave to go to school. I get out of high school. I go to junior college. Okay. So now my first year, I go out there. I said, okay, cool. I got an escape route. Damn, I got out of school, high school. I got an opportunity to go play. I got to go to junior college. So boom, I'm gonna go to junior college. But crazy part is the first junior college that I went to was Howard College in Texas, Big Springs, Texas. I go to Howard College. I'm in Howard College for 2 weeks. I go out there. I'm like, all right, it's cool. Now, mind you, when I'm in high school, I'm not going to class. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just barely getting by. I'm like, whatever. I I've been doing that so long, I thought that was normal. You feel me? I go to Howard, we practicing, school didn't start yet. School start, I tell the coach, I ain't getting up going to class. The coach looked at me like I was crazy. He said, what are you talking about? He said, yo, come on, you gotta go to school. Yo, I don't know what I was thinking. I told the coach, nah, I'm not going, I don't want to go. Because I wasn't used to going to school.
Right.
The coach looked at me and said, really? Got on the phone, called my pops. My pops like, yo, what you talking about? Like, what? Come on, man, come on, you getting back on, get your shit together. I ain't going. Coach said, okay, well, you ain't gonna go to school, can't stay here. All right. He said, all right, well, I'm gonna call my pops, so I'm gonna send him home. All right, so I'm like, all right, I'm going home, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going home, I'm gonna figure something else out. I don't wanna be out here, you know? And I knew that I was gonna have to go to school to play, but I'm think back at it like, what was you thinking about, Sue? But I was not used to going to school. You feel me? So now I got to get up and go to school. I'm tired. I'm sore. I'm not going. You feel me? It's college. I thought you had a choice to go or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know you don't have to get up and go on the bus. And I thought you had a choice. Dude takes me to the bus station. I'm thinking he's taking me to the airport. Takes me to the bus station, gives me a bus ticket and said, I hope the best for you. And drives off. I got a bus ticket from Texas back to New York.
Wow.
I changed my ticket because my mother was living in California. I said, how long is it going to take for me to get to New York? The ticket that the coach got me was the longest route. It was like all these different stops. It was going to take like 4.5 days.
Like 3 days, yeah, 3-4 days.
It was like 4.5.
Yeah, I seen.
It was like 4.5 days.
I was in Odessa. I seen that bus ride all the way to White Plains. There's a bus ride all the way to White Plains from Odessa.
It was
Texas.
4.5. It was 4.5 days. I was going to be on the bus. I said, nah, I need to change this ticket. The people in there changed. I said, I can't go to New York. I need to go up to California. It was like a day and a half, and I got on the bus and I went to my mother's house. I called Coach Vaughn. I said, Coach Vaughn, I couldn't do it. Whatever. He said, listen, I got your last shot for you, bro. Lucky, it's a school in Utah. I said, Utah? He said, listen, if you don't want to go, no problem. This is your last straw. If this is it for you. It ain't no tomorrow. It ain't no other school. It ain't nothing else. You want to go to school? You want to play basketball? You want to go to school? You want to get an education? This is it. He plugged me with the school in Utah. So I had like a double chance. You know what I mean? Another chance. I went to Utah. Hated it. Cried when I got there. But I fought through it. I'm like, damn. Counting the days down to go home on the break. Right? I make it through. I go home. Go home during Christmas. Okay? Was good. Went back to school. Everything was fine. So now I got acclimated. Now I got used to being out there. I started meeting people. It's none of us out there. There's no African Americans there. You know what I mean? Only ones just African Americans, the football team, the basketball team. And all the women are white. All the Caucasian women are there. I'm like, damn, what's going on around here? You feel me? So we do that. I stay there. Now, played well, had a great season, was eligible, everything is going great. Great coach. I'm finally breaking through. I'm breaking through it, Shay. You feel me? I'm breaking through the stigma of this kid is finally doing on the right path to do something great. The possibility of going into a Division I school, going the JUCO route, but he's solid. He's good. You feel me? I go home in the summertime. So before I go home, the football team is good. Now, mind you, I played football. I still was in me. It was still in me. Because that was my favorite. That was my sport. I start playing before I go home. After basketball season, I start playing. I talk to the coach. Talk to the football coach at the junior college at Dixie. He calls the coach back in Mount Vernon. Coach at Mount Vernon said, yeah, he was like, well, it was going to be our best player. One of our best players. And this, that, great athlete, all this and all that. Okay, cool. The coach says, all right, we're going to rock with you. I'm playing spring football, Shay. I'm putting on muscle. I'm out there. I'm loving life. Life is great. Can't complain. I didn't play basketball. Now I'm about to play football, and I'm about to play both at this JUCO. We ranked number 2 in the nation in basketball. The football team is ranked number 8. I'm about to play on both. Okay. I go home after spring football is over. I go home. Get a phone call from my coach. Get a phone call from my coach, right? Coach says, all right, this is what we're going to do. I spoke to the football coach. We're going to give you a football scholarship. I'm going to take the basketball scholarship, open it up for somebody else. But with the football scholarship, you got to pay your room and board. Everything else is paid for, but you got to pay your room and board. So that was the little money that I was getting from the Pell. You know, you get your little Pell check. So that check wasn't going to go in my pocket. That check was going to go to me having to pay. So that $1,200 was a lot of money for us in college. You feel me?
Yeah.
We thought we hit the jackpot when you got that Pell Grant.
Hell yeah. I remember that.
We thought we hit the number. You feel me? So, boom. My father goes, listen, nah, my pops, you know, I love my pop. That's my best friend. That's my dude, Ace Poom Poom. Pops stopped me from playing in high school football. Now I'm got the opportunity. I'm loving. He's all good. He's all with it. No problem. Now, Pops is like, well, who's going to pay for your room and board? I'm not paying for it. Just that. I'm like, yo, come on, yo, this, that. Now I got to go back and let them know, because I got to go back to school because the football season starts, practice early. I got to go back, whatever. Pops is like, I'm not paying for it. Whatever it is, that's on you. I'm not coming out of my pocket. You got a scholarship here. Then you talking about you're going to get a partial scholarship, and I got to come out of my pocket? Nah, I can't do it. Okay, I'm disappointed again. I was supposed to leave, called the coach and told the coach I wasn't going to play. I was supposed to leave that Monday. I was supposed to leave that week. I was supposed to leave. Forgot what day it was. I was supposed to leave to go back out to Utah early. I was supposed to go back August. I was supposed to go back in August 23rd, August 18th. August 23rd, I got shot.
Well, but
in New Rochelle.
Yes,
at a club, the Palace. Lord Finesse is there, who is my man. That's my man. Lord Finesse lived 10 minutes away from me here in LA. That's my dude, my Ace Boom Boom. I didn't know Finesse back then. Finesse goes to the Palace with Big L. God bless Big L. Goes to the Palace with Big L in New Rochelle. It's a big concert. So I'm like, damn, I'm home now. I can't go. I ain't leaving to go to school. I can't play football. I'm disappointed, but I'm like, whatever. Another one, but you know, it is what it is. I got more time home, so I stay. I go to the club that night. I go to the party. Fight breaks out. They snatch the kid's chain. I have nothing to do with any of that. You know what I mean? I'm just there. I know the guys, you know, because everybody knows that's there. We all same crib. They snatched the Big L's chain. Boom. All hell breaks loose. All Finesse, all the kids from the Bronx, that they all were there, that was there on the stage. They fighting. It's all scrambling around. The kids going about, take out guns, come back and just start shooting inside the club. 6 of us got shot. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I was like grazed on my hip. You know? Okay, cool. It hurt. That shit hurt. It wasn't no burning. That shit hurt. Okay, cool. Got past that. Went to the hospital in the ambulance, all that stuff, you know, whatever. The guy came in, talking about he should have just killed all us. It was crazy. It was a crazy situation. Okay. 2 weeks later, I'm at the Cool Out Park, which is across the street from 4th Street Playground, right by the projects. It's a block party. I'm on the bike. My pops is working right around the corner at the fire department. So I told my pops, you know, usually when, like, the days my pop, it was the weekend. My pops was like, yo, listen, it's the weekend or whatever. Yo, come up here. It's beautiful out. It's a great New York summer night, you know. My pops was like, yo, come up here. You're going to be out with, you know, people. Come get the car. Come back. I would take my father. We work nights. I would take him, drop him off at work at 5:30, especially on the weekend, 5 o'clock. To be back to pick him up at 7:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. No problem. Pop's like, yo, come get the car. I'm like, all right, I'm on the bike. I'm on the block. I'm in the hood. I'm in the projects on 3rd. I'm on 3rd Street. I'm like, nah, I'm going around the corner. It's dark outside. I stopped at the firehouse. I said, nah, I'll be back. Me and my boys. I said, nah, I'll be back. He said, where you going? I said, I'm going around the corner. He said, what you going over there for? I said, I'm just going around the corner. I'm going over there, going to the block party. Go to the block party. My boys start getting into it with some niggas, with the dudes, with some other dudes in there that they have beef with. Dude takes the joint out and just starts shooting at all of us. He shoots me in my leg. I'm like, oh
This is
my
2 weeks
God.
later.
2 weeks later.
Oh Lord Jesus! Damn.
2 weeks later,
So you
I get
still
shot.
healing from the other one?
Yes. I get shot and I'm limping. I'm on the side. I'm on the side of this car, ducking and dodging. My leg is just like, my leg is dead. I don't even feel it. I can't even pick it up. I'm dragging it. And there was somebody was in the car, was like just, apparently it was just shots going off, boom, boom, just shots going off. So I know I'm shot. So I say to my boy that's stuck behind the car, I'm like, yo, I said, yo, I got shot my leg. I got shot my leg. He like, yo, you having flashbacks. I remember him laughing. And I remember laughing at him when he said that. I'm like, nah, I got shot. For real. Look at my leg. He like, oh, shoot. And there's a person like in the car. So he being like, no, drive the car. And like I'm hanging on the window, driving. Yo, it's so crazy. So I get to the hospital and call my pops. Pops comes in the hospital beefing. Why you go around there? This, all this and all that. Moving forward, get surgery. I get surgery on my knee. I get on the airplane and go back to Utah. Coach looks at me and is like, damn, never thought I'll play basketball again. And I get out there, and I get out there. Now, this is a week after I was supposed to go for football. My pops told me no.
But you played the same year?
Now, if I go out there to play football, I don't get shot. Feel me?
Yeah.
I don't get shot. So I go out there. I do my rehab. I do all my, my rehab. The coach brought me in like a week, because that was like a week later. School, nobody was out there yet from the basketball team, because school didn't start till September 24th.
Yeah.
So I go out there early, and I start my rehab. I started, and I was just going hard. The basketball season started coming around. So the coach keep me out there trying to get me running, and that's how I pretty much transitioned from the two, and I always played the two, to point, because I would have to. He's like, nah, just go slow, and I used to emulate playing like Magic, emulate playing like Steve, playing slow, not rushing, playing slow, because I couldn't jump. I couldn't hardly do anything. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of stuff that I couldn't do. So I was just pretty much, I was just on the court, just running up and down the court. And then I just started getting better and better. And now, all of a sudden, I'm playing point guard.
You think it came back stronger?
I came playing, and it became, and I just kept on doing therapy. I was going twice a day. You know what I'm saying? I was going before class, and I was going before practice every day. You know what I mean? I was going
adamant about that shit.
And before practice, I was going every day. I went every day, and my leg just kept on getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And then like one day, I just like tried to just dunk, and I dunked, boom. I was like, oh shoot! And from there, the confidence just kept coming, and that's when they started in the Long Beach. I did well, wound up going there. Coach saw me, said, nah, he's playing pretty good. He's actually playing point guard now. and schools started recruiting me as a point guard. You know what I mean? And that's why, you know, when I went to Long Beach, people was like, "Oh, I didn't know you played the point." Yeah, because I got shot, and that enabled me to play the point. So the bad with the good. You feel me? The good thing was I was able to play point, and it helped me with my recruiting coming out of college because, all right, this is an athletic point guard. He can handle the ball. You know what I mean? Before, I was just playing on the wing, running and jumping, and just doing what I was doing, you know?
Right. So then from there, so
I go to Long Beach State.
yeah, so Long Beach was the only school that gave you, I guess, a shot from there?
Nah. I was getting recruited by New Mexico State, Long Beach, Texas A&M, Florida, Florida, Central Florida, West Virginia had some interest in West Virginia, but I had to stay loyal to Clyde Vaughn, who got me into Dixie. You know what I mean? Even when I fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And Howard, Clyde was like, "Nah, you got one more shot. What's up? You good? You want to come on TV?" Okay.
So now you got to Long Beach from there. How did that start when your transition from going from junior college or from Mount Vernon to junior college? Not
I was
forgetting
all
about
in.
getting shot,
I was all
rehabbing,
in.
and now you're
I
at
was
Long
all
Beach.
in.
And yeah, that's like around the whole Tupac Biggie shit too, right?
Facts.
Yeah, facts. O.J. Simpson, all that. Word.
Facts. So now you in Long
So,
Beach.
so
Now
I come out to Long Beach.
By the way, you had a hell of a career out there. So
When
you first came in,
but the crazy part is, we're going to get past this, but you remember when I first went to Howard, I was like, I ain't going to school. Last opportunity was going to Dixie. I go to Dixie. I go to Utah. Cried the first day I got there. I didn't want to be there, but I stayed, right? When I left and graduated, got my associate's degree, I was so happy because I turned around and looked at everybody from Coach Reef to all the teachers that never thought that I would be able to go and play in college anywhere. Feel me? I got my associate's degree from my junior college. I played, and I'm going to a Division I school now. I was like, screw all y'all.
yeah,
Feel me?
I'm here now.
Screw all y'all.
Yeah,
Screw
I'm here
all
now.
y'all.
Yeah. Okay, so now
I'm
you're here now. You here now?
And I cried because I had to leave Utah because I didn't want to leave because I enjoyed it so much, but didn't know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's to get mad at my kids. Like, yo, college is the best. But when you feel like you're pressured and you have to do something and doing stuff that you don't want to do, going to college class was, it was cool. Walking through campus, it was fun. You feel me? But I didn't understand that in high school because I didn't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I leave. I go to Long Beach. First, when I came out on the visit, and I visited Long Beach State, it was crazy. It was crazy. I came out in December. It was like 70 degrees. I'm like, damn, they building a pyramid now. They building a new stadium. I mean, a new gym. I'm like, damn, I'm going to be able to play here? Coach is like, yeah, we got 7 ESPN games next year. We open it up big Monday on ESPN. First game, I'm like, shit, I'm coming here.
Who's that first game against?
The first game was against Detroit Mercy.
You went to work on them?
No, it was against Nebraska. Then I go to work. I got the first dunk, bro. I got the first dunk in the pyramid, bro.
Yeah.
That counted for 2 points. The Long Beach Pyramid, right now, with all the basketball, so much basketball has been going on. Rasul Salahuddin, the first 2 points counted in a game in Long Beach, a dunk, 2 points, was me.
Give him a bomb, Tone. That's some classic shit.
Was me.
Set it off. I ain't gonna lie.
Me.
You was the first guy I ever knew. I never even heard of Long Beach State, bro.
Long Beach State was nice. But prior to me, you had Lucius Harris that played for the Nets.
True.
You had Byron Russell that
Definitely.
Jordan pushed up off on.
Jelly Fam just went there. I already know.
More than Wiley.
Facts.
Like prior to me, Long Beach had what was Ratliff's name? Like they
Theo
had
Ratliff?
No. Ed Ratliff. I think it was Ed Ratliff. Ed Ratliff. He's older. He's much older. But Long Beach had the tradition was crazy.
Yeah.
The tradition was crazy, and it was in the Big West. So you playing against UNLV, you playing, you know what I'm saying, New Mexico State. It ain't the. It's not the same.
Late night
it's
vibes.
not the same no more. Man, I was on TV, bro, all the time on ESPN playing.
Facts.
So the energy
I
there.
remember that. Well, it said we was in
Big-
no, we was in Cheshire.
Nah.
Big Monday, man. Big
Facts.
Monday. Big Monday coming on. Big Monday starting off. Boom, 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 boom. Got all that. You know what I mean? So it was great. You know what I mean? So I transitioned into that. Went to Long Beach. You know, had a great first year. Went to the tournament. We did all that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you know what I remember?
I was at Experience, the tournament.
Channel 12 News used to follow all his games all the time.
Facts. I was at Experience going to the tournament.
We lost to Keith Van Horn and those guys at Utah, but it was great. The season was great. You know what I'm saying? We got rings. We got rings for going in the NCAA. You know what I'm saying? Then my senior year, we lost and we got rings because we won our conference. So we got the rings for that. But we lost in the first round of the tournament. You know what I'm saying? To the worst team. Because, you know, every team comes into the tournament. So we wound up losing. But from there, it was cool. Like, all the games, it was scouts at all our games. It was NBA scouts at all our, my senior year. The game used to be flooded with NBA scouts. You know what I'm saying? So Long Beach. So from Long Beach.
Did you go to the draft or did you go overseas? Like, what was your next step from Long Beach?
All right, so from there, now obviously I led the nation in steals that year, so I had a lot of notoriety. You know what I mean? A lot of coaches, a lot of scouts would come to the game and watch us play. It wasn't just me. They was watching other players as well. So I get invited to NBA pre-draft camp.
Yeah, I don't know what you was doing after college, but I know you was getting money because from here on out, I seen you like 5 times in white linen. Like you had white linen on.
Well, yeah. Also, he was spotted a lot. Yeah. Also, he was spotted a lot. First time I saw Rasul from the ever days that he's talking right now was maybe when I was probably late 20s, because I used to our cousin, remember, used to play on Iona football team, and we used to go to the games. Used to be there a lot at the Iona games. But we'll get to that.
I used to be there. You know.
Facts.
Yeah. So once from there, I went to pre-draft camp. You get invited. You know, it's not something you can just go. So you have to get invited to the NBA pre-draft camp. So, you know, all the guys that's on the NBA radar, basically, you get invited to pre-draft camp. So I got invited to Portsmouth pre-draft camp. Did exceptionally well. Now, okay, the first day there, my first game, I kill. That night, and how it works is you have every NBA team at pre-draft camps. You feel me? Every NBA team, you have the GM, scouts, or whoever. Usually the GM is there and their scout or an assistant coach or what have you. They'll all be there. So they all were there. I mean, I turned the first day I turned it up. You know what I'm saying? I played exceptionally well. So that night, when you do well, you know, people will always go back to their rooms, you know, and they'll say, if you got mail under your door. So what happens is the NBA guys, if they like you and they see you, they'll slide the envelopes under the door and tell you what time to come for an interview.
Right.
I got home that day. I got home. We played. I got home that next morning. I had 5 interviews the next day with NBA teams. I had the Utah Jazz. I had the Clippers. I had Portland. I had Miami, and I had Cleveland. 5 NBA teams. I mean, after the first day, bro, You know what I mean? That's how well I did. The next morning, because the interviews are in the morning time, every single interview I had, bro, you know what the first questions were? Asking me about me getting shot twice.
How did he find that out like that, right?
Every interview, bro, was about, they worded it different ways, you know what I mean? Or they went into it, but the majority of the conversation wasn't about basketball. It was about the choices that you make in life. Asking me about my choices. You know what I mean? Asking me about the decision making. You know, being shot. Okay, you shot once, shot twice. I remember the GM from Cleveland was like, "Yeah, bro, you already got all the information. You know I was shot twice." So he goes, "So how many times? So you was shot only? You was shot one time? Like, who wants to say, yeah, to an NBA GM? Nah, I was shot twice, man. You feel me? Like,
it's like they already know the answer, right?
Yeah, like, why are you asking me that? And it's like, and this was the last interview. So I'm like, real talk, I'm mad. I'm upset, real talk, because that's what this whole process is about now. My whole process is about me being shot. That's my legacy. That's what y'all know me as. Y'all bringing me in. Y'all interviewing me because of what I did on the court. Y'all know, y'all did your homework. All the NBA GMs. You coming up, young kids, whatever you doing, they know everything about you.
Thanks.
From high school, junior high, they know everything about you, your family and everything. So
you believe that shit when Melo was like, the NBA's the feds?
Yeah. They have, no, real talk. Yo, my man, yo, when Isaiah Cousins, you know, from Mount Vernon, I went to Oklahoma.
Of course.
Isaiah got drafted. Do you
To
know
the Kings?
Do you know that one of my boys, well, I'm not gonna say my boys, one of my people from Long Beach works for, I didn't even know he worked for the NBA. He worked for the NBA, called me and was asking me about Isaiah. Hey, what's up? Hey, Sue, yo, what's going on? I'm like, yo, what's up, Wayne? What up, yo, what's going on? Listen, give me a call when you get a chance. I gotta ask you a question. Oh, okay, cool, whatever. Yo, what up? Yeah, I'm doing some work with the NBA. I said, where? He was like, yeah. I said, what's up? He said, nah, you just doing a little background stuff on some people. Tell me about the kid Isaiah.
That's crazy.
Now, and that's what happens. Oh, Isaiah, nah, good kid. That's my man. Whatever. Really, he's a good kid, yeah. He got a little something situation. Nah, man, this. And that's how it goes. So you don't know what somebody may say about you. Not saying that they have to listen, but you got to remember, I'm 6'3". I'm the average size. I'm an athlete. Whatever. I'm not 7'1", 7'2". You feel me? So they want to take that chance with me because they think I may not make the right decisions? Or would you rather take that with me or a 7-footer? You feel me?
Thanks.
You're gonna take that 7-footer all day. So from there, we go into I do well. We finished that week, but that first day, like the rest of the week, I would just play so-so. I wasn't killing like the first
the vibe,
day.
Right?
Yeah, they killed my whole vibe. I didn't play like a scrub. Like I held my own. Like I did work.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like the first day. Because after the first day I played, now the next morning I have my interviews and they just destroyed my whole dream of like, damn, they talking about some shit that happened
had nothing
3
to do
years
with you.
ago.
It's the action.
Now it's following me. It's following me to
crazy.
Me making the bag now. Now I'm trying to, oh my gosh. I done left all that behind me. I overcame with different obstacles in life. And y'all bringing that back up?
That's fact.
The nerve of you.
The nerve of you, yes.
The nerve of you after I'm getting shot. The nerve of you. And knowing that me being shot wasn't really because I personally was doing something to somebody.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's my decision making was definitely in question.
So then,
Tell the truth.
So then from there, you said to hell with them. Then you went
No,
overseas.
I went basically. I didn't say hell with the NBA. Oh hell no. But what happened was, the draft comes the night before the draft. Tony Ferrantino calls me. He says, "Listen, I don't know." He's the assistant coach of Miami. He said, "I don't know if you're gonna get drafted, but on our board, we got you getting drafted in the second round by Portland. This is what's going on. This is what we said. But if they don't draft you, we're gonna bring you down tomorrow. Bring you down and bring you to our rookie camp." You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Sit there all night in my pop's kitchen. I don't get drafted. I'm like, fuck. But I felt better because I knew I was leaving the next morning. Ferrantino called me, said, all right, lift your head up. Don't worry about it. Be down here tomorrow? All right, spoke to your agent? Yeah, coming down tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, cool. I go down to Miami. I'm down there for a week, put in work. Ferrantino's there. I put in work. I'm getting busy. I'm feeling good again. The toughest training camp I ever been through. They had us running. Pat Riley was there. You know, boom. The last day, the last day, Coach Riley wants to see you, the trainer says. I go upstairs into the offices. Pat Riley, Tony Ferrantino, Stan Van Gundy, Randy Funn, and another guy was there. Coach Pat Riley said, come on in, man. Come on in. Have a seat. Okay, all right. What's going on, Coach? I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened? I'm like excited but nervous at the same time, you know. But I see Ferrantino, Mount Vernon guy, used to coach at Mount Vernon. Boom. Coach Pat Riley said, man, listen, man, I just wanted to bring you up. We've been watching you play. You've been doing exceptionally well. You know, I just wanted to come up and just talk to you, you know, because I personally believe, this is his words. I didn't have a chance to talk to you. I never spoke to you personally, you know. I just wanted to just talk to you, ask you a couple of questions. You know, these guys know you. These guys see you. I wanted to talk to you. Okay, Coach, what's going on? How the hell you get shot 2 times? I said, here we go.
Here we go again, killing the vibe, right?
So, but I felt better. So now I'm prepared more. I went through it. So
like you
now,
almost knew it was coming.
No, but I'm prepared to answer it because I didn't have to answer this question before months ago, a month and a half ago. You
Right.
feel me? Now I'm prepared and now I know how to answer it. You know what I'm saying? I know how to answer it now. So I give him the crazy professional answer. Listen, man, I was just young. But Pat Riley's very smart. He said, well, we're in Miami. He said, so if we sign you, how we know you're not going to make that same mistake? Because there's a lot of clubs here. There's a lot of entertainment here.